I think the public's perception of what happened and how they've perceived it is different to how I'm going to perceive it. I think all the threatening that I made was all just obviously what you do in a press conference.
And everyone I've sparred from the Olympics who's turned over pro, it's different watching me on the television.
Well, at the end of the day, if I can't beat it, I'll just kick you in the face in there. How about that?
Well, that's not going to happen, Darren.
Well, it obviously is. How are you going to stop?
Because we're 8 in the cage now in a boxing ring, and you're going to find out the boxing is very different to MMA.
If I'm losing that fight, I'll just kick you straight in your face.
Listen,
you won't know what's
you kick me straight in the face, well, that's it. It's going to be a proper fight then, isn't it?
But then I'll win, because I'm a proper fighter.
I think, genuinely, I think Tommy's heard about how I'm getting on in the gym, training hard, fit and strong and big. And I've been getting on with my sparring partners and stuff like that, and I think he's not wanted to, like, maybe have a hard night. So that's what I think's happened.
So when he said he's not getting in there to get kicked in the face, you said it was mental warfare. You did put a video out of you practicing kicking though. Do you think he's wrong to have bought into that? Do you think that's an out? What is that from his?
Tommy put a video out there before he was fighting KSI that he was elbowing the bag.
How did you feel? What was the, like, walk me through, because it was in this gym, right?
Yeah.
You were in this gym, you've come for training. Just walk me through that morning and what you experienced emotionally.
I was just sat there, just getting my wraps on, ready for sparring, another day of sparring. And the lads come in the changing rooms and basically just said, you're not fighting Tommy, and he'd put a story up out the blue. And I was just gutted. I was like, fuck, I still done my sparring, I still sparred. And I just thought I'm still going to keep training just in case I get an opponent, which I did. But yeah, I was disappointed. I was gutted, to say the least.
What's happening, everyone? I've just got to the gym now to do my sparring this morning, and I've just been shown that Tommy Fury's put up a fucking post saying that he's not fighting because I've threatened to kick him in the head. I said I'd kick him in the head at the press conference as a mental warfare tactic, and since then I haven't said anything else. I've been hard at work in the gym, preparing for this boxing match with him on January 18th. I said to everyone that Tommy was going to pull out regardless of anything. I fucking knew it since the press conference, so now it's confirmed what I said. He's a shithouse, family of shithouses, and now Tommy's not fighting.
What would you say if you saw Tommy or John now?
Nothing.
If they walked in through this door?
I'd just say use two are a pair of shithouses, and then how they react to that is on them. Like, if they want to start shouting at me, sound. But if they walk through that door now, I'd say, I think you two are a pair of shithouses.
Let's show some respect to the guy who did step in, Anthony Taylor. How much of a different challenge is he?
Yeah, I think he's different. I think he's obviously fought Tommy. I don't think he's as good as Tommy, but he's obviously gamer than Tommy, so I do have to respect him at some level.
Is he a tougher fight or
No.
an easier one? He's an easier fight than Tommy. How so?
I think he's smaller. He's just smaller and probably a little less skilled than Tommy.
And his fights prior to this year, he received criticism for hugging a little too much or trying to smother. He's then come in against Gabe Silver and against Samuel Eriksson, both of whom are respected in the combat sports world, and he's knocked both of them out. If you get the win on January 18, what's the plan?
Chase the bigger fights in this space. KSI, Jake Paul, even potentially get a match up with Mike Perry, Jorge Masvidal.
Are these the UFC/MMA names that you'd like to see come across?
These are all the big names I'd like to get up against, yeah.
Do you think that's the space for you, or a potential space? Is saying other MMA guys come over. We've done it over there.
For now, yeah.
Now let's do it over here.
Yeah.
Which names would you like? I mean, there's obviously.
I think starting with the top to bottom: Jake Paul, Mike Perry, Jorge Masvidal, KSI, and if Tommy finds his courage, Tommy potentially, but we won't go into that yet.
So the ideal fight then, I guess, is Tommy maybe down the line.
Yeah.
But the Mike Perry's.
Yeah, I'd love to get Mike Perry, Jorge Masvidal, rematch with him.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz, Jake Paul, KSI, and potentially Tommy. We'll see. I'm not going to deny the fight, but for now it doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. Do you know what I mean?
What do you think of the UFC/MMA fighters that have come over to box? And I know that you've already met some of them in the MMA world, but the names I've written down here, I mean, we have, obviously, you know, Tyrone Woodley, but then there's Nate Diaz, Paige Van Zandt, Benson Henderson. What do you make of them stepping over? And for a lot of them, it's fair to say it's not really worked out as well as they would have liked. Can you learn anything from that?
I don't know. I've been training differently to them. I'm in proper pro gym, training with proper pros, putting proper pro work in. So I don't know what they've been doing. I'm confident in my skill set in boxing.
What happens on January the 18th? How much of the fight does Anthony see?
Yeah, he's going to bring a fight, but I think I'm going to stop him. I'm going to stop him.
Is it the kind of fight where you both come to the middle of the ring, do you think?
No. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of chasing.
How do you prepare for that?
I don't know. It's hard to prepare for that. It's hard.
This idea of cutting the ring off.
Yeah.
You see big, experienced pro boxers who have done this and never trained any other art. That's what they work on, right? The Canelos, the Golovkins, they cut the ring off. Are you going to have to work on that to try and catch Anthony?
Yeah, I think cutting the ring off and don't let him get inside and hugging too much, working inside. So we'll see.
Which Anthony are you preparing for? The one that hugs and smothers, or the one that comes out blazing?
I'll be prepared for either, like, to be honest, but either way, it's not going to go well for him.
Will you thank him for taking the fight?
Yeah, 100%. Big respect for that. Big respect as a man.
What about in the press conference when you two come face to face? I don't think it'll be.
Don't respect anyone in press conferences. Fuck everyone, innit? That's my mentality.
Me against the world.
Yeah.
Listen, we can't wait to see it. Really, really glad that you're still on the card. Really
Thank
glad
you.
that a fight is still happening.